Navinji, BSP could secure 10 seats in 2019. It was compared to 2014, it was BSP's formidable performance. It means Samajwadi Party's votes were actually shifted to some BSP, especially in the Muslim pockets.
There is only less than 1% difference of vote share from
Really.
2019 to 2024.
This time, what SP and Congress did right, that chemistry worked on the ground.
So the consolidation of some of the votes and some communities' vote or caste votes in support of the opposition has played a bigger role to convert less than 1% vote share difference into 21% seat share difference.
In case of Samajwadi Party and Congress, what must be the reason behind this? What does data tell about it?
There are many leaders who came to BJP in these 5 years who were completely abusing the BJP ideology and Ram Mandir and all these things. But they have been accommodated, not only accommodated, but they have been given the tickets also.
In 2017, the same two ladke came together in Vidhan Sabha elections. And they had a throughout 3-month campaign, from bicycle to Khat Mahasabha to everything. Then in 2019, it was Babua and Bua who came together. And RLD was also part of that alliance.
Yes.
So if you see in terms of actual strength, Congress in last few years has lost that core vote share. If we see last assembly election, it has come down to merely 3-4%.
Yes, the reservation issue that has not played well in Bihar. First, let me say that because the leader of NDA in Bihar is from OBC community, well established, Nitish Kumar. He has his own fan following, own support base among Kurmi and Kushwaha and other non-Yadav, all OBCs. Uh, they are supporting somewhere it may be less, somewhere it is more, but they are supporting Nitish Kumar and they accept Nitish Kumar as a leader. And that is the story of Nitish Kumar long tenure. But this time, again, the brand Modi was there. That Modi factor was really playing a good role. But coupled with the other things also, what Aam Aadmi Party has been promising about the educational facilities, school facilities, and the mohalla clinics, and all other kind of the things, uh, except the free bijli pani, the other all kind of the developments people are not witnessing. People are not seeing that any kind of the other developments is happening in Delhi.
Namaste, viewers, and welcome to this special show uh, of election analysis called Verdict 2024. And, after the result is out and the new government led by Prime Minister Modi, consecutive third term as the Prime Minister, is, about to take shape, and maybe on tomorrow, that is on 9th of June, we will have a swearing in ceremony of the new government. But still, these elections were unique. These elections, in a way, every election is unique. लेकिन जहां तक इस चुनाव की बात है, ये इस चुनाव की लंबे समय तक चर्चा होगी, बहुत सारा डेटा अभी एनालाइज होगा, and there will be multiple interpretations and views to look at that data. So that's why we thought we should give a perspective on how to look at these election results. And to discuss all these things, we have with us Mr. Naveen Kumar, who is a well-known election consultant, worked as a regional director with Rajniti, and also known for his micro data analysis and political consultancy skills. So, namaste Naveenji, and welcome to this show on Organiser.
Namaste.
So let us start. there are various ways to look at these 2024 general elections. And national level data reveals many things, hides many things. There is a general perception that there has been anti-incumbency against BJP, undercurrent against Modi government, and that is how it is reflected. That is at least some of the opposition leaders and Congress spokespersons are trying to, and some of the people in media also trying to look at it that way. What is your interpretation? How do you look at it? Look at this data.
There are two counts. One is if there is a national level dissatisfaction or any kind of the national story, you can say, in this election result, then why there is a there is only less than 1% difference of vote share from 2019 to 2024. So what BJP got today, that is less than, because of the 37.5% or something in 2019, and now 36.6% in 2024. If someone is saying there is something like a national story in this election result, why there is not a substantial drop in the vote share of BJP? This is the first thing. We have to understand it. So yes, there is a seat difference, like 21% seat has been dropped by just applying the negative vote swing of less than 1%. So it's very clear that the BJP supporters were completely strict to the BJP, no problem at all. But yes, there was the less level of intensity of the support to BJP, and in reverse of that, there is a consolidation of the opposition support base. It's a very clear. So the consolidation of some of the votes and some communities vote or caste votes in support of the opposition has played a bigger role to convert less than 1% vote share difference into 21% seat share difference. So the 63 seats BJP lost, and 2008 MPs of BJP has retained already. They have all, again they were elected. They are elected, but and 32 in 32 constituencies, BJP has gained a new kind of the constituency, new momentum, because the 32 in 32 parliamentary seats, BJP has won first time. So there are so many kind of the data range. If you can look at separately, you can see that there are some crunches at the state level somewhere, like 4% in one state, 9% in one state, and these factors will be analyzed. But at the national level, there was no current, there was no dissatisfaction. And I'm asking one thing, Prafulji, if there is a dissatisfaction against any present regime in any democratic setup, it means what? It means that the opposition will form the government. If the opposition alliance partners of India Alliance or the Congress Party is not able to form the government, what does it mean? It means that there was no anti-incumbency at the national level. There may be, because 10 years rule is a long time, so there may be some crunches, like what I have termed it. But there is no national story. There are some states like Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, where BJP we are expecting more. That should be analyzed in this election.
But we have seen this kind of consolidation impacting the electoral outcome in terms of seats in states like Uttar Pradesh, or to some extent even in Bengal or Maharashtra for that matter. But also the fact is, there are almost 7 states where BJP has swept the election. Yes. Whether Madhya Pradesh or Himachal or Arunachal or Uttarakhand. So why is it that, forget about the smaller states, why states like Madhya Pradesh or Chhattisgarh or did not show that kind of less dissatisfaction or consolidation of opposition votes in favor of Congress or any other party, as it happened in other cases?
Because in these states where BJP has already swept, that is the one-to-one fight. That was the BJP versus Congress or Congress versus BJP. Like in Madhya Pradesh, in Gujarat, in Chhattisgarh, in Uttarakhand, and in
I
Himachal.
think barring
Yeah.
Rajasthan, there is no other state where straight BJP Congress fight, Congress could actually perform well.
Yes, that's what my point is. But when we are coming into the states like Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal, we can see two things. First, in case of Uttar Pradesh, we should not forget that there was no alliance in parliamentary election of Sabha with Congress or Sabha with Baspa. This is the first thing. Like in 2014 and in 2019, there was no such opposition alliance on the ground in Uttar Pradesh, right?
But in
This
2019, there was SP-BSP alliance, at least on
there,
at the political.
but BSP was not a major force. BSP, it was very perceptible that the Dalit votes are transferring to BJP. It was perceived already. But here the matter is the momentum gained because
No,
BSP now.
but Navinji, BSP could secure 10 seats in 2019. It was compared to 2014, it was BSP's formidable performance. It means Samajwadi Party's votes were actually shifted to some BSP, especially in the Muslim pockets. But it didn't happen reverse way. BSP vote shifting to Samajwadi Party. Now this has happened in case of Samajwadi Party and Congress. What must be the reason behind this? What does data tell about this?
Yeah, there are two things. One is that I am emphasizing this. This combination of alliance factor in Uttar Pradesh of opposition was really formidable this time compared to 2019 and 2014. And second thing is the vote share. What Sapa has secured, that is 33% vote share. That is the really consolidation of MY Samikaran, or what we are saying that in Yadav and Muslims. But the problem is why BJP has not failed to manage such kind of the consolidation and all. There was a other factors like the factor of the complacency or the seat share or the seat selection or the candidate selection. The first thing what it is coming to my mind, and the data is coming from the ground, there are many leaders who came to BJP in these 5 years who were completely abusing the BJP ideology and Ram Mandir and all these things. But they have been accommodated, not only accommodated, but they have been given the tickets also. So that has given a cause that the BJP own cadres, they have not shifted to other party, but they have become a little bit passive. So in the starting remark, what I have told that, okay, uh, there is a less level of the intensity of the BJP supporters, including the cadre support was less intensified. And so they have not checkmate the consolidation factor. And one is the narrative already pieced by Sapa and Congress, that is Samvidhan Bachao and reservation and all these things, that has really somewhere percolated some kind of the fear among the Dalit. So the Dalit who were shifting to BJP in 2022, 2000, little bit 2019, they have now shifted to Sapa, and that is the main thing of the resulting.
I'll come to it. I'll come to that particular question about the SC and ST seats, because you have specially analyzed those seats where BJP has relatively performed worse than its earlier performance. But I'm coming back to first two attempts. In 2017, the same two ladke came together in Vidhan Sabha elections.
Oh.
And they had a throughout 3-month campaign, from bicycle to Khat Mahasabha to everything. Then in 2019, it was Babua and Bua who came together. And RLD was also part of that alliance.
Yes.
So if you see in terms of actual strength, Congress in last few years has lost that core vote share. If we see last assembly election, it has come down to merely 3-4%. So relatively, SP, BSP, BSP consistently had 15 to 20% vote share despite not winning any seats. Even in the last assembly election, BSP still secured, 13-14% vote share. But that vote transfer didn't take place. This time, what SP and Congress did right, that chemistry worked on the ground. This campaign and this alliance was not just on the paper or two leaders coming and campaigning together. It was really work on the ground. What was the reason? Did BJP fail in building the pan national or pan Uttar Pradesh narrative on certain issues? Was it more to do with the local candidates, or that Samajwadi Party did the candidate selection much better than BJP, so that they can encash on the anti-incumbency against the local candidates?
No, the matter is the first thing what data is suggesting that even BSP is in alliance or fighting alone, but BSP, the presence of the BSP helps BJP because if you are doing an alliance between BJP and SAPA, but there have been the absence of real BJP, BSP and SAPA alliance on the ground because the support base of BASPA like Jatav, we are not ready to go with Yadav. So that was the real confusion, and BJP was taking the help from that particular confusion of BSP and SAPA. But this time, what happened? The BSP is completely not able to gain anything, and then okay, no problem at all. But BJP has not managed to get all the shift votes from BASPA. SAPA has managed to do it. So that's why I'm saying that this combination of SAPA and Congress this time, in a sense of BSP votes here, has become formidable. The second thing is you have seen is SAPA Akhilesh Yadav has experimented so many times and so many seats at so many seats with the tickets. They have given the tickets to someone, then withdraw the ticket, then again announce it. They were completely very much careful about how they are selecting the candidates for particular seat. So really we have to accept it. SAPA seat selection or the candidate selection. It's not only the candidate selection, but the seat selection is also important. So the SAPA seat selection and candidate selection was smarter than BJP. And other thing is what we have perceived that really there are many regions, but in Uttar Pradesh, the local feedback, the local ground kind of the inputs for fighting the election, for candidate selection, and all these things, I think that was not heard well.
Now, another important factor that has been talked about is the Muslim consolidation. We
Yeah.
have seen that in Karnataka election, but this time it was almost like pan India, where it looks like Muslim, though we don't have a concrete data booth wise, because we are still waiting for election commission to upload all the
Oh,
forms
oh.
17C, so that we will get booth wise actual picture of how the voting behavior has been. But uh, frankly speaking, this is nothing new. Uh, 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 Muslim voters have always voted tactically to defeat BJP. But what happened this time differently? That that their impact could be seen, though the number of Muslim member of parliaments has not increased compared to 2019. They're also they're almost a similar number, 25 to 26. But the Muslim vote has become decisive in defining the ultimate outcome of the elections, especially in particular states in Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh, Bengal. Definitely, we have seen that earlier also. So what has happened this time, that this consolidation was so visible and impactful?
There are two things. One is again coming to the point of BASPA presence, like in a case of Azamgarh. In by-election of Azamgarh, there was a strong candidate, Muslim candidate from Baspa, and that's why Dharminder Yadav was defeated by some votes, like less than 50,000 or something, but he was defeated by BJP in by-election of Azamgarh. This time, Dharminder Yadav has won the election comfortably against BJP because there was a candidate of BSP, but the candidate was not so strong, and there was no Muslim vote division. This is the first thing. Second thing is, when you are coming to the last phase of the election, you see that there is a more damage to BJP because till the last phase of the election, the prime minister address and the BJP promise about the Muslim reservation that has worked well. In opposition, like Muslim consolidation was done smartly because all the Muslim, because some people were saying that, prime minister himself is saying, and to take the name of the particular community on the name of the reservation. So that has sparked Muslims to consolidate. But similarly, that has not given the impetus to Hindus to consolidate. So one side of the coin is some Muslims who were the beneficiary of the government schemes like PM Awas Yojana and so many other schemes, and Teen Talaq for Muslim women, they were little bit passive. I am not saying that they were ready to support BJP, but little bit passive, and they were little bit thinking that okay, what damage BJP is doing with us. But when the reservation issue came and the Muslim reservation issue was taken up by BJP, that has gained momentum. And in proportion to getting the momentum of the reservation and Muslim reservation, BJP, the Muslim community got more and more consolidated against the BJP. So you can see it in Purvanchal area in the last phases. BJP just had a big hit, particularly where the Ghosi seat, you can see particularly Gazipur seat or the Azamgarh seat. So these were the seats people were expecting that okay, BJP will perform smartly. At least BJP vote share will be coming at the par with the Sapa, and there will be a tough contest. But when you see the margin of the victory of Sapa, it is nowhere. So the margin of the victory is always 1,50,000, 1,18,000, and something like that. So there was a Muslim consolidation, but similarly on the issue of reservation, there was no Hindu consolidation.
Now, you come from Bihar, and it is a adjacent state, and both Uttar Pradesh and Bihar since 1990s are known for their caste-ridden politics. This time, we have seen, SP Congress coming together and experimenting with new candidates. In fact, SP considered more seats to Congress than it had actually expected. RLD was not there. So in that case, they successfully could play around certain narratives and created an impact. On the one hand, they created doubts among the some OBCs, some scheduled castes. On the other hand, they consolidated the Muslim votes while retaining their own core vote share. But that didn't happen in case of Bihar. What must be the reason? What does, how would you look at that data where the similar pattern was tried in Bihar as well? But Bihar did not throw that kind of result, but Uttar Pradesh did.
Yes, that the reservation issue that has not played well in Bihar. First, let me think that because the leader of NDA in Bihar is from OBC community, well established, Nitish Kumar. He has his own fan following, own support base among Kurmi and Kushwaha and other non Yadav, all OBCs. they are supporting somewhere. It may be less, somewhere it is more, but they are supporting Nitish Kumar and they accept Nitish Kumar as a leader. And that is the story of Nitish Kumar long tenure. And you see in the result that Tejasvi Yadav was very much vocal, but he has not managed a good number of seats. So the factor is, if someone is a leader from the OBC community at the state level, then the matter of confusion or doubts among the OBC can be neutralized. But here the matter is, in Uttar Pradesh, that is not a case. Here you have a chief minister that is representing the political system or the people of Uttar Pradesh, that is not based on the caste. His personality or image is not linked with any caste and community. So the thing is, Nitish Kumar has steered well, and Nitish Kumar owns support base among the OBC, and coupled with the BJP support base of the upper caste and the middle caste class. So that has played a bigger role in Bihar. But still, we are thinking that there are some problems still in Bihar. You can see in the result, because we have seen 39, from 39 it came down to 33 and something. So we cannot see that there was no impact. Yes, the impact was less in Bihar and impact was more in Uttar Pradesh.
Now coming to the reserve seats issue. Among scheduled caste and scheduled tribe reserve seats, BJP had performed exceedingly well both in 2014 and 2019. But this
Yes.
time, SC, ST seats, reserve seats, BJP has, I think, gone down up to 53. The total performance from 77 something, 77, 78.
77, yes,
Yeah,
77 in 2019.
19,
Out of yes, out of all 131 seats of
all out of
SCS.
131 seats. So,
Yes.
how do you see this particular pattern? Though they are not the indicators of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe vote all over India, because in these constituencies also there is a substantial non-scheduled caste or non-scheduled tribe voters. But still, they are the areas where, you know, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes are substantial in numbers, and that's why those are reserved seats. So why BJP has lost that momentum that was created among scheduled castes and scheduled tribes on the ideas of Hindutva, despite having scheduled tribe as the, and again, when it comes to Chhattisgarh, BJP has performed exceedingly well. When it comes to Odisha, which is a tribal state, BJP has performed exceedingly well. In states like Arunachal, BJP has done well. So there is no uniformity in it. But then why we are seeing this, drop in the victory or retaining the seats, especially the reserved seats of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes?
The two thing is, we should separately analyze SC and ST. I think BJP has still performed well among the ST seats, but where there are SC seats, there are two factors. One is really this time the campaign, or you can say the narratives on the social media or anywhere by the opposition, particularly Congress, they were successful enough to inject the doubts and apprehensions among the Dalit community about the Samvidhan and Samvidhan Bachao and something, and little bit on the name of the reservation. Because you are saying, everyone in BJP, we are saying that charts of part. But for what charts of part? There was a slogan that is charts of part, but for what purpose charts of part? And there were some leaders, maybe affiliate, just associated with BJP or own BJP leaders, they have given some lopsided statements that, okay, if we will cross 400, we can do something with the constitution in according with our ideology and something. So this particular campaign or the narrative building by the Congress has played somewhere the role among Dalits. The second point is on the ground, because we are a company, and we are a people that are always visiting the villages and all, and we have interviewed so many people. Among Dalit, whenever we are talking, they are saying that there is no complaint about Modi ji. We are like we like Modi ji most, and we like that. Okay, there is no alternate, and Modi ji should only become the Prime Minister of India. But there is one problem. BJP is not right now balancing the beneficiaries, because when Dalits community got any kind of the benefits of the schemes, like you can take one example of PM Awas Yojana. If they had covered among the Awas Yojana during Indira Awas Yojana, they got only 35,000. When they covered under Modi government, they got 1,20,000. All the Dalits, almost all the Dalits are completely covered. There is a rule that once if you get once the PM Awas Yojana or Indira Awas Yojana, then you are under the beneficiary, so you cannot claim second time. That's okay. So now the funds are released, and the funds are going to all those people under the rule who doesn't have pakka makan, or the bike, or the tractor, or the car. There are so many parameters. But at the panchayat level, all these parameters are compromised, and the PM Awas Yojana and so many other benefits are coming to the affluent or influential people of the villages. And there is no problem at all. On that count, also, they don't have any problem. But the problem is, they say, when I was released that amount, that is 1,20,000 or 35,000 during UPA. But now the people who are getting, they are getting 1,45,000. Right? They have the pakka makan, they have the shauchalaya, they have everything, but they are getting the benefits out of these schemes. So the on the ground, the narratives are changing. They are saying that now Modi ji is working for the upper caste, OBC, and the affluent and influential people. So they are not dissatisfied with anything. They are only dissatisfied what they see that the other community, other caste, and the other class are getting out of the benefit, out of these schemes of Modi. So this kind of the dissatisfaction has been perceived, and it was playing a greater role on the ground, but that has not identified by the party or the government.
Now, before coming to the repercussions of this result and what will the impact it will have either on the governance or upcoming assembly elections, uh, let me, briefly come to one important, attempt by Congress, that is in Delhi. In Delhi also, and you have tracked Aam Aadmi Party for a long time. In Delhi also, it was assumed that Congress and Aam Aadmi Party is a very formidable alliance. Uh, but it didn't translate into votes. It didn't translate into any of the victory. Why did it happen in Delhi? Because if we say that it happened only in rural areas, then Mumbai also BJP and Shiv Sena led by Eknath Shinde faced some reversals. So, but Delhi has been an exception. Delhi BJP has actually trounced Congress alliance with 7-0. So Delhi has substantial Muslim votes. Delhi has substantial scheduled caste votes and even a reserved constituency. But Delhi, BJP has done so well. So what was different in Delhi than adjacent areas, whether Rajasthan, Haryana, or Uttar Pradesh?
In 2014 and 2019, we can analyze the reason of Delhi support base to BJP. That is really on the name of the Modi ji and the brand Modi. But this time, again, the brand Modi was there. That Modi factor was really playing a good role. But coupled with the other things also, what Aam Aadmi Party has been promising about the educational facilities, school facilities, and the mohalla clinic, and all other kind of the things, uh, except the free bijli pani. The other all kind of the developments people are not witnessing. People are not seeing that any kind of the other developments is happening in Delhi. I'm not saying that okay, there are corruption charges and other things, and that has played a role. We are just analyzing the brand factor, the Modi factor, or Kejriwal factor, the image factor, and the developmental issues. On these two counts, Arvind Kejriwal is nowhere. And no one in Delhi was trying to notice that what Congress is saying, because the Congress doesn't have the organizational base right now in Delhi. Only one or two leaders they are working for Congress, like JP Agrawal and someone. But the other people, the Congress organizational structure is completely collapsed down. So you can see here there is one-to-one fight. There was one-to-one fight between Aam Aadmi Party and BJP. The BJP has smartly done one thing, that is the candidate selection. The candidate, six candidates were replaced. That you can see. That's what we are talking about in case of Uttar Pradesh. So the candidate selection has gone well. Only Manoj Tiwari was repeated, and other all candidates. And in the seat of Manoj Tiwari, you can see here that there was a consolidation of Muslim votes, because here also the Muslim community is in good number. But parallelly, there was a consolidation of the Hindu votes against Tukre Tukre gang kind of the image of Kanhaiya Kumar. So that has played a role in a particular seat, but in other all the six states, the local incumbency against the MPs, because Prafulji, you can't deny one fact. There was a complacency on the part of the MPs. They were not doing the Jan Sampark. They were not ready to have that kind of the connect what they had earlier, because they were thinking that I had won the election on the name of the Modi ji, and again I will win the election on the name of Modi ji. Some people were thinking and say, even they were releasing the statement in their constituency that तुमने मुझे थोड़ी ही ना वोट दिया है, तुमने वोट मोदी जी को दिया. So some people came to complain something against one MP. I have seen it. तुमने मुझे वोट नहीं दिया है, तुमने मोदी जी को वोट दिया है. फिर मोदी जी के नाम पे ही दे देना. So the thing is, if everything you are trying to play on the name of Modi ji, then it is very difficult to retain the seat. So seat selection, candidate selection was very smart. Particularly, I appreciate in one case, that is Pradeep Khandelwal's ticket in Chandni Chowk area. That was a very smart move, and it was well calculated. That kind of the strategy.
Praveen Khandelwal.
Yes, Praveen Khandelwal.
Now, in the concluding part, let us come to the repercussions of this mandate. BJP with 240 seats, allies reaching up to 293. There may be support of 8 to 10 more independent and smaller parties coming in, supporting NDA. So, what do you see in terms of implications? What will be the impact on the all over, government and decision-making process? But more importantly, as a consultant, as a data analyst, how do you see the impact on upcoming assembly elections, especially 3-4 critical states like Maharashtra, Haryana, Jharkhand? They will be going for elections. Then next year, Delhi will be going for assembly election. So how do you see the impact of this electoral outcome on assembly elections?
Now, in the reverse, I want to see the impact of these assembly elections on the present NDA government. Because what I'm saying, there is no link between the parliamentary election and the assembly election. What you can see it in the case of Karnataka also, right? In Telangana also, what Congress has performed in Telangana. So it is a readable kind of the things that there is no link between the parliamentary election and the assembly election. So I don't see any kind of the impact of this election result on these three state assembly election. But yes, there will be impact of the result of these three state assembly election on the central government, on the NDA formation. So I think BJP should be more cautious. And in these all three states, BJP has a little bit lower age, and that should be taken care of by BJP. Because in Haryana, you see that there are so many things happened already. The chief minister has been changed, and all these things, and people are saying, and data is also suggesting there has been a factor of anti-incumbency in Haryana. In Maharashtra, you see that there are so many kind of the permutation and combinations of the alliance factors and the sentiment factor, sympathy factor, and all these things. So, and again in Jharkhand, this is the area, and you can see everywhere now. On the name of the corruption charges going to the jail and all these things, the support base is more consolidated, and it is not a case that the support base will be deserted, like in case of Lalu Yadav when he went to jail, and now in case of Hemant Soren. So in all these three states, BJP should take all the factors of the election strategy very, very seriously, because really, if BJP will not manage at least two out of these three states, then the alliance partners of the NDA will have more influence on the prime minister, on the cabinet, and the all kind of the governance and things. So I see, and I hope, taking the lesson from this election result, BJP will fight this election with a good strategy and preparation, and there will be positive impact of this three state assembly election on the central government.
But you, in your conclusion, you are clear that there is no dissatisfaction against the government. By and large, there is endorsement of Prime Minister Modi's leadership and his policies. There may be no full satisfaction, but the level of satisfaction may be low, but there is no sign in terms of numbers that will show that it is a complete dissatisfaction that has resulted into this.
So now see, Prafulji, 195 seats only Congress got from 2014 to 2024. So see the election result. It is very clear. The Congress got 195 seats only in three elections, and still BJP has 240. So how anyone can say that there was a dissatisfaction against Modi ji or against BJP? And there is no national story at all in this election result. So I see again there is a support base to Modi ji. People have faith and hope only with the leadership of Modi ji. There is no problem at all. But really, if you are governing one particular state or the entire country for long 10 years, you can't expect that everyone can be satisfied. So I see there is little bit wave of no satisfaction, but that no satisfaction cannot be termed as a dissatisfaction, because the dissatisfaction, whenever there is a dissatisfaction, that will certainly cause the opposition in a position to form the government, and that has not done. So there is no dissatisfaction. Yes, BJP should take some lessons and just be prepared fully with a good strategy for coming three state assembly election. And if BJP will get all three state assembly election in its own favor, then I think the numbers of the NDA and 240 and 292, between that, there will be so many positive things happening in favor of BJP.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Navinji, for talking
Thank
to
you.
Organizer and sparing your time. And hopefully, once the more data is available, more seat by seat and state by state analysis we are in a position to do with the Election Commission data, in the future, we'll be able to analyze it in much better way and give a real picture about what India thought and the way India gave verdict 2024. Thank you, viewers, for watching this show, and hope to get your support. Subscribe, share, like Organizer YouTube channel, and don't forget to